So I first met Maria through her twin sister, Nicole.
Summer of 2012. His roommate at the time was dating my sister.
She was dating my college roommate, Woody. I believe Woody and all my college roommates kind of gave Maria some advice to steer clear for me and anybody else in the house.
We would just hang out at the bars together. And at first I was told to stay away from Adam because Adam got a little bit too drunk and liked to flirt with girls. So yeah, I was told to stay away from him for a while, but you know, you always want what you can't have. So he was very persistent and eventually just asked me out on a date. It was really cute.
Wing Warehouse, and we had, I don't know, 47 Jamesons, and many more after that. And a friendship developed into a girlfriend to fiance, and then fiance to moving across the country, and now we're getting married. We
went on a group date. It was me, my friend Brandy, him and his buddy Chris, and we went to this place called Rinky Dink in Medina. And there was like putt-putting, there was go-karts and batting cages, and we just hit it off. We started off as friends for a while, and eventually we were on the front porch of his house and he asked me to be his girlfriend. It was really cute.
On the back porch of our house on Woodland Drive, the same house that we met in, we were grilling out, and I think we both were drinking a beer, and I realized I was in love with her when that day I asked her to be my girlfriend. And I think I realized I loved her then. I proposed to Maria. She had just gotten off a flight on January 2nd.
He proposed on January 2nd, 2016. Adam was living in Las Vegas and I was still living in Ohio, and we didn't get to spend Christmas together that year, so I flew out right after New Year's
of 2016, and I was kind of nervous, running all over the place. Kind of made up a story, said I had to use the restroom and I didn't want to go in the airport. And we got to the apartment and I ran up because I thought I had forgotten something, but I ran up to the room and made sure the door was closed because I had flowers all on the floor and the whole romantic thing.
It's sweet. Usually he'll get me like a little coffee and like help me get my bag and whatever, but this day I didn't get a coffee. Was being real jittery. Had to get my own bag. It was real weird. And all of a sudden he started acting real weird, saying he had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, just go to the bathroom right here. And he was like, no. Well, long story short, he thought he left the door open. So he kept telling me he had to go to the bathroom because he wanted to run upstairs in his apartment and shut the door. And that's another thing, he usually would help me with my bag up the stairs and be all sweet, and this time he literally left me there with my bag, so I had to carry up like 10 flights of stairs, my bag,
and Sadie, our little puppy, she had on her dog collar, Mary Daddy with a question mark.
Yeah, so then I walk in the house and he's in the bathroom and he's like, go get Sadie, go get Sadie, Sadie's our dog.
Maria didn't even see that at first, and when she came around the corner, I kept yelling at her to look at the dog collar, but I was just on one knee in the other room with a bottle of Jameson, a bottle of champagne, and flowers all around me.
And around her little collar, there was a little heart, and it said, will you marry Daddy on it? And so I picked her up and started crying, and then I walked into the other room, and in the spare bedroom, he had a heart with flowers and a bottle of Jameson in the middle, and got down on one knee and asked me to be his wife. It was sweet. Because Adam's not romantic, so for him to do something like that was really sweet.
For a woman, Maria's just generally simple. I mean, her personality or her mood is pretty much directly tied to her stomach and her caffeine intake throughout the day. So as long as I feed her every 2 hours and make sure she has Starbucks, she's pretty easy to keep happy.
3 things I love most about Adam. His caring personality. He's the biggest sweetheart on the planet. He would do anything and everything for me.
And then I would say she's kind of got a whimsical, carefree, go with the flow, fun-loving personality. She's very spontaneous, and she can get along with anybody in any situation. On top of that, she's also very grounded.
What else do I love? I love everything about Adam, but to narrow it down to 3, his cooking abilities. He's the best cook ever. Yeah, and just the way he makes me feel. He keeps me grounded. Whenever I'm upset about something, he always calms me down. He's my rock.
Someone like me who kind of has ADD with life get bored pretty easily. The fact that she can at the same time be spontaneous and grounded at the same time. That's something that always keeps me interested and centered all at once.
Yeah, we fight over Adam's driving every single time we get in the car. Because Adam drives like a grandpa, really, really slow, and he stops at every yellow light. And me, I say all the time that yellow suggests no stop. So I get mad.
But to those who know my driving history, there's good reason to that.
What else do we fight over?
Your Starbucks tab.
Yeah. Because I like Starbucks, well, I like coffee in general.
We did the math that she probably spends $1,180 on Starbucks every year.
If I get a coffee every day.
Usually it's 2.
Yeah. But and then we've been fighting about the wedding, but who doesn't fight over their wedding? Hopefully not in Vegas.
We have 2 very different views of where we see ourselves in 5 years.
I want to be back in Ohio, obviously married with at least a child.
And I just want to see where life takes us. I don't want to make set plans 4 or 5 years, maybe some goals, money in the bank, being a homeowner, but not necessarily living in a specific city.
I think finally just like being stress-free and getting to enjoy that special day with our friends and family.
The day we write that final check and everything's paid off. No, really. There's a lot of, we both come from different family backgrounds, and my family growing up was always tight-knit, and kind of just getting everybody back under one roof would be pretty amazing.
We're so excited to see everyone at our wedding next month. We can't wait.
Yeah, we're really excited. No one get so drunk that they have to go sleep somewhere, please. Craig.
It's gonna be fun.
Danny. Chris.
Okay.
We really just can't wait to make it official and be able to officially say that we are bound to spend the rest of our lives together.
That was cute.